How's it look from upside down, Victoria? All right, so let's start, as always, with our nikun and get our hearts in the right place, our voices flowing. We have fewer voices here present with us, but let's assume those at home watching are dry and warm with their cup of tea or their glass of wine, and they're singing along too. Shabbat Shalom. So, if you've ever wondered why our prayer book is so thick, but you're maybe only really looking at it while we're in services on a Friday night, and you've never really had a chance to explore it, you might think, well, it's got Friday night services, Saturday morning services, a weekday service festival. Every prayer has this full spread of, the Hebrew and translation and then interpretive translations. So, of course, it's a big book. But also, there are multiple options for the same services. So tonight we're going to start with our usual Kabbalat Shabbat, but when we get to the Kaddish, we're going to skip to the 200s, to page 263, and look at the offerings of Mishkan Tefillah in Shabbat evening service too. A lot of it's the same because, there's only so much variation you can have in a prayer service that more or less Jews have been using for 1,000 years. But you'll notice some of the English is a little different, and I thought it might just help give us a sense of what's in this big book and help connect with the prayer in a new way, to read the English a little differently. And the lightning's a little distracting, but we're going to just pray and be happy that we're inside. We all got in before it started getting really nasty out there, and that this Shabbat will be safe and peaceful. So to start, Juliet, would you like to light our candles? Sure. The candle lighting blessing is on page 120.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotah v'tzivanu lahadlik ner Shabbat.
Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Thank you. Let's turn to page 131 for Shiru Ladonai, an opening psalm of praise. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru Miyom Liyom Yeshuato, Sapru Vagoyim Kevodo Bechol Ha'amim Niflotav. Ki gadol Adonai, hulal meod, norahu, al kol Elohim, yai, ki kol Elohei, ha'amim elivim, shamayim asa, hod vehadar lefanav, oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho, yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz, yiram hayam umelo'o, ya'alo sadai, v'chol asher bo, az yiranenu, kol atzei ya'ar yai lifnei Adonai, kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel betzedek ve'amim be'emunato, yai We turn now to Lecha Dodi on page 138 and 139. We will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we get to verse 9, I invite you, if you are able, to rise and face the door and imagine the Sabbath Queen entering as a bride into our sanctuary. And because she's a metaphorical bride, even though she's entering after the storm has gotten really bad, she will be dry and comfortable and comforting to us. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, hishmi'anu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem u'tiferet ve'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat chila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumiori. Uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai, alayich nigla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uvetzola. Toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha Dodi לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Please be seated. So now we're going to skip to page 263 for the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrach Yirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala u'v'zman kariv Ve'imeru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba mevarach le'alam u'al me'amaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'ale v'yithalal Shemei Kedusha barichu Leila min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma ve'imeru amen. If you are able, please rise for the call to worship, the Baruch Hu on page 264. Yai da 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 yai da da yai da 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 yai da da yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da da yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Let's all read together on page 265. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Through all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Page 266. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha avta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbenu, uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla laila, nege yomam v'laila. V'havatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim. Baruch ata Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Page 267 is the Shema, followed by the Ve'ahavta. I invite you to rise or sit as is most comfortable for you. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha. Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alavavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uvshachbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot ayadecha v'hayu letotafot beinenecha uchtabtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim lohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim v'hiot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. On page 269, we read responsively, and let's be loud enough to drown out the sound of the rain. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all.
If that oneness eludes our grasp, imperfection and evil abound.
Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
When we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We learn God's presence redeems time and event. So we celebrate this power that makes for freedom.
Mi chamocha baili Madonai, mi kamocha nedar bakodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele, malechutecha ra'uvanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, zeili. Anu ve'yameru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed yairai 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 Page 271. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence, we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 272. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Beini uvein bnei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. We come now to the center piece of our evening prayer. The tefillah begins on page 273 and continues for the next few pages. If you are able, please rise. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agita hilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chaste Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem, Le'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol, Atah Rab L'Hoshia, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Meimit Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atal HaChayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha Selah. Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. Let's all read together on page 277. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah, the heaven and the earth were finished and all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, and ceased from all creative work that God had chosen to do. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 279. Be gracious, Adonai, our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. May our worship always be acceptable to you. Fill us with the knowledge that you are near to all who seek you in truth. Let our eyes behold your presence in our midst and in the midst of our people in Zion. Blessed is Adonai, whose presence renews Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shechinato l'Tzion. Page 281. For the good in us which calls us to a better life, we give thanks. For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and our hands, we offer praise. For the desire in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful. For life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow, all praise to the source of being. For all these things, O Sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. Our God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lehodot. Page 282. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov b'necha livarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol et u'b'chol sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael, ba'shalom. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 283 through 285, or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu leratzon imrefi vehagyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri vegoali May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We turn our thoughts now to those who are ill and in need of healing. Our Misha Berach list this week is Ricky Grant, Hans Volamecki, Edith King, Brian Snyder, Ellen Leon, Rhoda Wessler, Rosalind Cantu, John Kaur, Rhonda Butler, Deborah Sondak, Jeffrey and Jean Bracey, Sharon Buell, Diane King, Jean Walker, Gary Gentoff, Marian Finkel, Peter Winkler, Irene Rubin, Mary Kennedy, Denise Logan, Dawn Keys, Nancy Kronig, Colleen Blaylock, David Nemero, Jennifer Goldberg Rosenbaum, Ivy Bells, Bernard Strassner, and Karen Thompson. If anyone else has a name they're thinking of at this time, please share that.
David Gilbert and Jamie Blumen.
All right. Misha Berach prayer is on page 371. Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha La'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And of course, as always, we include in our prayers all those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. On that list, we have Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, and Rob Apgar. May the one who blessed our fathers, Abraham, do you have another name to? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Does anyone else have another name for that list? Okay. May the one who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in dangerous path, may God bring them back, whole of mind and body, to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzevaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful, guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace, now and forever. And let us say, Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. How's everyone feeling tonight? Good. Warm and cozy. Happy that we're in here. Warm and dry. Good. Good. So this week's Torah portion is Parashat Akev, and it's where this idea of chosenness comes from. You've probably heard the Jews are the chosen people. What does that mean? Yeah? Yes. Okay, so Moses tells the people in this week's Parsha that if they follow all of God's commandments, then God will love them above all of the other peoples of the earth, which is sort of an uncomfortable statement. And most Jews after Moses were like, I don't know about that. So what we have taken to understand instead, this idea of chosenness, is that we are chosen because we have the Torah to bring the mitzvot to other people. And then anyone can do them and also be chosen. It's an act of choosing that makes us chosen. When you embrace the mitzvot, you become a part of the chosen people. So, but the idea of like of the chosen people has been uncomfortable for a long time. And in part because of the perception that it has caused, that it has been a source of a lot of anti-Semitism and caused a lot of grief for our people. As Tevye says in Fiddler on the Roof, I know we're your chosen people, but every once in a while, can't you choose someone else? But that's why it's important for Jews to go out and spread this word, that that's not what that means. What it means is that the Torah gives us this life, that's why we call it the tree of life. It gives us the guidelines for how to live ethically. And if we do these things, if we work on repairing the world, if we share these rules with other people, then together we can do this work of repairing the world, and anyone can buy in, as if they choose to. But even as many leaders of the Jewish community understand this understanding of chosenness, when it comes to their own power, they are blind to this irony that they're out there spreading this understanding of chosenness, that it's for everyone and it's about choosing mitzvot, and as long as you buy in, then you are a part of the chosen people, and it's a great wide tent. But then when it comes to sharing the pulpit, learning with interfaith groups, things like that, there's a lot of leaders in the Jewish community that are not as comfortable with that. And so we see that again a little bit in this week's Torah portion. Moses references Korach again, which, if you'll remember, Korach challenged Moses' authority a few weeks ago in a different Torah portion. And Korach was saying, God dwells in the camp with all of the Israelites. Therefore, we are all holy, and you hold yourself up as the only one who gets to have this relationship with God, and that's not right. And even though Moses is this great leader of the Jewish people and wants to bring Torah to the world and lead the people into the Holy Land and all these things, when it comes to his own authority, he becomes so blind, and he paints Korach as this villain. Even now, weeks later, Korach's dead, and he still has to bring him up in this week's Torah portion again to be like, hey, remember that guy? Don't challenge my authority. But it's a little crazy to have these dual ideas. So in last week's episode of Judaism Unbound, a podcast I listened to, they reference a similar interpretation of Korach as well. Lex Rofus is one of the co-hosts, and he suggests that back when Korach was challenging Moses' authority, he's not challenging Judaism. He's offering this wide tent, similar to how we understand this idea of chosenness, this like that you buy in, and if you choose to be a part of it, then you get to be a part of it. And he suggests that just like our Mishnah tells us, he being Lex, I'm using a lot of men in this story, male pronouns, Lex suggests that just like the Mishnah tells us that Moses had a Torah that Moses passed down to Joshua, who passed it down to the men of the Great Assembly, who passed it down to the rabbis, who gave it to us, and that's the Torah that we read. But Korach also had a Torah. And Korach passed his Torah down to the lost tribes of the northern kingdom of Israel. And they passed it down to Elisha ben Abuya, who is known as the Other. He's a rabbi who left Judaism, but he still gets to be in the Mishnah. And then Elisha ben Abuya passed it down to Baruch Spinoza, who's known as the first secular Jew. And Baruch Spinoza passed it down to Emma Goldman, and so on. And there's these people that were considered sinners and heretics in their own time, but they're so thoroughly Jewish, even in their criticisms of Judaism, that they cannot be washed away from history, and they have a Torah to teach us too. So I'm excited to see who's the next inheritor of this Torah. And Judaism Unbound has a general sentiment that I agree with, that the future of Judaism is changing. We're in a time of transition, and it's hard to say exactly what will come next, but I think the future of institutional Judaism is decentralized, which is mildly worrying to me as a professional rabbi, but it's also hugely exciting. So what that means is that as we move forward, more lay people will feel empowered to create personalized rituals, and communities will lean more on each other than on their leadership. And those doing the work to make Judaism more inclusive and personalized will be these people who choose for themselves, who declare themselves chosen to move Judaism forward and to choose tikkun olam even when it means challenging their own leaders and institutions. And by moving this Judaism forward, this decentralized Judaism, this Judaism for the heretics, those decentralized movements will be the ones that absorb many of those who would otherwise be lost to Judaism, the Korachs and the Elisha ben Abuyas and the Spinozas. Those who are not super comfortable with the current leadership structure or the politics or whatever in their home institutions, but who are so thoroughly Jewish, they refuse to be silenced or washed away in history. So I want to assure you, these changes are not happening tomorrow, and there's still great reason to become dues-paying members of your local synagogue now and support your rabbi. But
Right when you were getting ready to say pay
well, they're like, oh, well, we heard we could do it on our own, so we're disconnecting. But I do think it's interesting to think about how even in an institutional Jewish setting, like in a synagogue, we can still be ahead of this curve. So how can Ner Shalom ensure that it's being, I'm just going to talk louder than the rain, how can Ner Shalom ensure that it's being inclusive to all kinds of Judaism, that even people with questions and doubts can feel safe here and can still experience their Judaism in whatever way that they want to? How can the community support each other and be there for each other? How can I, as your rabbi, help facilitate self-learning if there's more you want to know beyond what adult ed classes I can offer here? How can we work together to move forward in this Judaism that I think is coming? I could also be wrong about where this shift is happening, but if you look at all of the other social movements of the millennial generation, they're decentralized, and so I'm pretty sure I'm right. So how can we stay ahead of that curve and be embracing to those people that aren't sure where they fit in Judaism? So may we grapple with these questions meaningfully. I'd love to hear your thoughts on them as well during the Oneg. And may we let all who seek divine presence know that they have a space here at Ner Shalom and that they can choose to be a part of our chosen community. Amen. So we're going to turn. It's fine. If you wanted to hear the rest of that sermon, those tuning in on Facebook, look at YouTube. We're going to move forward with our concluding prayers. Jill, you want to help me open the ark? We turn to the Aleinu on page 586. If you are able, please rise. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kugoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vigor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Please be seated. We turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us. This week marks a yahrzeit for Rose Susan Travers, Afshar Tafazoli, Margaret Bartoszewicz. Sorry, Polish names are hard. Does somebody know who that is? Bartoszewicz. Claudina Torres, Samuel Cohen, and Marcia Russell. We're also within the year of mourning for Jackson Hunter, Susan Anderson, Thelma Obenthal, Carl Weissman, John Lale, Audrey Prince, Catherine Morris, Dorothy Bass, Hinda Mursky, and Rose Nemero. If anyone else has a name of someone they're thinking of tonight, please share that. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. If it is your custom, please rise. Yitkadal v'yitashemei rabba ve'alma divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayeh dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almayah. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudesha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushpechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. You may be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, Imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. Announcements from President Jillian.
Congregation picnic and open house is Sunday, August 27th from 1 to 4. Keep an eye on Facebook and website as we put out more details on that. So, Top Shabbat, August 25th, 6:30. I know there's something about Victoria on there. I saw a big picture of Victoria on the Top Shabbat event, so it was really cute that you're doing. And lastly, we have a private group on Facebook that is the CNS Building and Ground Volunteers. It's people that want to help take care of the property and like reading and hammering stuff and sanding stuff. Matter of fact, we enjoy doing it so much. We'll be doing it this weekend, but it's not raining. But so we'll be standing in place at Picnic Stage and ready to go for the picnic. So anybody interested, I'll add you on Facebook so you can see when people will be here and join in on the fun. So do you have anything to add for religious school?
First day, September 10th.
And the picnic will include an enrollment time for religious school, so please come and open house. So please come, anybody who's online watching, and come and enroll your kids in the open house show.
Thanks.
Shalom, everyone.
Our closing song is Shalom Aleichem. So since it's a small group when she's taking a nap, it's cool. I want to share a story, a little bit of a story. The reason I love Shalom Aleichem so much, we do it often for our closing song, is that when I was in Israel, I studied in this program that brought together Israelis and Palestinians and people from all over the world, Jews, Christians, Muslims. We lived on a kibbutz together, which was also a functioning kibbutz separate from our institute, and we learned about environmental studies and how we can, how using an environment as a baseline is a good pathway to peace, because there's only so many resources in that part of the world, and so people better figure out how to share them. So that was where I really became familiar with the song. Obviously, I knew it sort of already, but it wasn't a part of my Shabbat experience growing up. But what I really loved about it is that every Friday night, someone from the kibbutz would lead it right before dinner, and my friend Osama, who you could guess is not Jewish, was not super familiar with the song. He just loved it, and he had been at the kibbutz a few times already before my semester there, so he was pretty familiar with it, even though he hadn't grown up with it either. And he would sing it really loud, and he just loved this song, and he was like, Shabbat is a good time. You guys do Shabbat, like, this is good. And so it just, every time I sing Shalom Aleichem, I think of his enthusiasm as a non-Jewish, Middle Eastern person, who you might not expect to have such a love for Jewish music and Shabbat. So, I don't know, I just want to share that with you before we sing it. Page 627. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Ni Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom. See you at Kiddush.